All right, welcome to this episode of the FIU Dynasty rebuild, builder. I don't know, man. Look, I'm not in the mood. We just got absolutely crushed, but it's a new week, so I guess we'll just kind of go with what we've got. I'm gonna sort by this. I think what I want is the running back that I'm interested in. I can take this dude off. This dude as well. Where's the 3-star that I really like? Yeah, here he is. I need to, I'm going to schedule him a visit for this week. And he likes campus lifestyle and proximity to home. We'll do proximity to home. So that's how we'll spend our hours on this week. And then we will advance. Hopefully, and there is a big one, Steven Richardson, the absolute stud athlete who's going to play QB, commits to FIU. He's only a 3-star. He was a gem player and I'll go over his stats again. I didn't do that. That was the game. Our brand exposure went down again because we had a bye week. Interesting. George Matabike hit his top 5 schools, so we can schedule him for a visit. And then same thing goes for Babineau, Daryl Babineau from Georgia. Yes, this dude is the future franchise QB for us. I mean, I guess it's not a franchise. Is it the future dynasty QB? I don't know. I'll show you his stats real quick. He's absolutely correct. Whoops, not that. Look at this dude's stats if you don't remember. 95 throw power, 98 speed, accuracy in the 80s. He's got option king, off-platform, team player, and fan favorite. I mean, this dude... I mean, especially at QB, being someone you really want, so good. Beatty is, did we just schedule him for a visit? No, we have 40 though, and we can schedule him for week 9 as well. And we'll pitch him on proximity to home, as that's an A+ for him. And then we can schedule another visit for someone. Enter status recruiting stage. Okay, this is probably where we want to be, right? We want players that have their top 5 figured out. Are we fighting for any of these guys, really? We have these 3 players scheduled. We have a top 5 for this guy, and we want to schedule a visit for him. Maybe we'll do week 9. I think that's fine. He likes proximity to home, so I mean, we're only B-, but I'll take it, I guess. That's not bad. That's all of our hours. That's going to be all the scouting we do, and now we play Whoa, Liberty is 5-0? They're higher ranked than when we played Miami. Texas A&M's ranked 3rd. Johnny Walker Jr. from Mizzou. Okay, I didn't anticipate Liberty being this good. I didn't think this would be that tough of a game. Looks like it might just be. I'm going to step away for a second, but when I resume, it'll be us loading into the game. All right, here we are, loaded in, playing the undefeated Liberty. I would be pretty happy to hand them their first L in the season. The Liberty Flames, huh? We are playing at their home stadium. They have a good amount of fans there. Not a ton, of course, but more than I would have anticipated. But then again, they are undefeated, so it kind of makes sense that their fans want to be there for these games. However, that's not going to slow us down. We're not afraid of this team. We've beaten, you know, I would say the Hurricanes were definitely still a tougher team. I didn't look at this team's overall when I loaded in, which might hurt me. You know what? No, it's not relevant, right? Their overalls don't matter. Keon Jenkins, 10 touchdowns, 12 picks. Look, I've had a bit of a hard time not throwing interceptions. But he also has a lot of rushing touchdowns. So he's not actually in the negatives there. But, you know, a lot of that's in the past anyways. This is right now. We've come here to play. We're going to run play action here. And oh my God, Jenkins with a perfect throw. Our tight end down the sideline, just fast enough to stay ahead of their defender. And Jenkins took a hit. But he earned, not earned, I mean, he did earn that pass, but he took the hit, but he was rewarded. That's what I meant to say. He's rewarded with a huge gain. I think as long as he's not hurt, he's okay with that. And we're going to throw one to Rivers. On the streak, easy touchdown, 2 plays. That's Rivers' specialty, man. He has become a deep threat for us. And, wow. What a start to this game. 2 quick touchdowns. Did I just say 2 quick touchdowns? I meant plays. For a touchdown. We're going to kick this one off. Trying to big hit the kick returner. He still gets to the 15. But Liberty might be a little shaken up. They have a 90 overall center and halfback. Well, that's insane. I didn't know that. They might be a lot better of a team than I was under the impression of. That's a 1-2 punch right there. Oh my goodness! How did Goal Gustafsson just do that? He immediately got there. Instant block shed. Okay, this team came to play. I don't know why we play well against tough teams and poorly against non. But it's happening, and their running back is shifty, man. I know he didn't do much, but that was a lot more than what I thought he was going to be able to do. He's a lot faster than our players, you could tell right there. And what a deflection by Masses! Huge jump! And that is a 3-and-out against the undefeated Liberty. I cannot believe he got up there. He's our best player on defense, maybe on the whole team. And he kind of showed you why. He's been one of those players for us all year that's been really good, and we don't talk about him as much as we do Reggie Peterson. But he plays so well. We're going to run it up the middle. Owens only going to pick up 3. Really, I just want to keep Owens from getting that wear and tear, man. I really want to keep him healthy. Luckily, we have a lot of good back... Ooh. Play action did not work there. We have a lot of backups that can play really well. Joseph and Lawrence both play pretty well when we use them. And we're going to run it on 3rd and 7 with Owens, and he's going to reward us by picking up the first. This is going well. Jenkins just kind of handing the ball off right now. Joseph this time. Little spin move, and we pick up the first. This is going well. Don't want to jinx it, but that was Joseph's first carry for 11 yards. Oh, so I found... Ooh. I should not run play action. What am I doing? I don't know why I panicked. I found, dude, no one is blocking. Well, this drive stalled out quick. I found someone say that the way they keep it in their mind now playing this game with read options is it's just like the quarterback. If you hold the button, you hold the ball. If you let go of the button, you let go of the ball. And that makes more sense, but I still have to train my brain a little bit. I'm going to throw it. Fournette's going to catch it. And that was not the best throw, but it was right where it needed to be. So We'll take it. We're going to hand it to Owens up the middle here. And, oh, the blocking looks phenomenal. Dang it, I tried to turn just last second there. But Owens gets a huge gain, runs out of bounds. We're going to run a speed option here. And Owens gets an easy touchdown. Great play by Jenkins. Waited just long enough before throwing it. And we're up to a 2-touchdown lead. What a drive. A 2-play drive and then 9 plays on that one for 57 yards. Still under 2 minutes. And 3 minutes in the game, we're looking good. That 3rd down and like 20 was so critical for not losing our momentum. Liberty not looking as good as, I mean, even Louisiana Tech, for crying out loud. We're 2-3 as a team. But we're no just like easy game, you know? I feel like if we can get clicking, our team performs a lot better than what most 2-3 teams would. Right now we're going to use EAT. Block shed. Good job by our defensive end staying there. So that way he couldn't really cut it back outside. Still picked up 5, but it's pretty good. We're going to run cover 4 drop because I don't want our blitzer on the sideline. That was stupid. 3rd and inches here. We're going to run a blitz, but it's just going to be a 5-man blitz. I'm going to go back to JoJo Evans. We're going to pinch the line. I'm going to go up in the box. I'm trying to get out there. I can't. Their running back is really, really good. He's going to break 1 tackle. We tackle him at the 30. Man, that was a good play by them. They saw what worked for us on our touchdown. They used it in a critical situation for themselves. I can't get back there in time. That is going to be a completion to the 13. And let's see, what are we going to do here? Ooh, they're going to booth review it. Let's see, did he get that foot in bounds? I think pretty clearly he got at least 1. And, you know, in college football, that's all you need. So, see, we're going to switch Evans and move him over here. And we're going to blitz. Oh, my God! Masses jumps the RPO read. He jumped the bubble route. And he's going to take it to the house for our first pick 6 on the season. 80 yards for Zakiah Masses. Oh my goodness. What a read. That was insane. First pick 6 for us this year. And it was a pretty good one, if I have to say so myself. Completely jumps the route and house calls it. Masses with the play of the game, probably. If they get a touchdown on that drive, they're right back in it. That right there obviously doesn't shut them out, right? Or like, you know, seal the game by any means. We're still very much in the first quarter, but never giving up any momentum is pretty crucial throughout the whole game. And Mastis does it right there. That was incredible. Unbelievable pick 6. And all of a sudden, we look like a force to be reckoned with. We're going to use Evans. Go up into the box. Their running back is still very good. He picks up 9 there. I mean, these guys have some pretty good players. Cooley is very good. And we have to keep him, you know, in check all game if we're going to... Dude, he's just so fast. He is so fast. Mastis makes a nice touchdown, though. We're going to blitz again. Move Potts.
Get a first down, get a new set of downs.
We're going to go right up the gap, get instant block shed, and we will tackle him for a loss. Elijah Anderson Taylor. That's his middle name, or his first name. I forgot it. Elijah. EAT, baby. Makes the play there.
Now dealing with 2nd and 13. From the gun, the ground game.
And would you look at that? They try running to the outside, and Cooley gets nothing on that one. Back-to-back losses on the ground game. Can they turn it around through the air? They're going to certainly try. They can check down all they want, and it doesn't work. It gets batted down at the line. And Caden Slater, is that his name? 1 for 4. They had a bye week last week. Interesting. And we got a nice return with Jackson. Across midfield. And I mean, we're clicking on all cylinders here. I mean, last game was so rough, I just straight up didn't play the second half, really. This game's been quite the story. I took a break after that. I took like an hour break. Seems like I'm thinking clear, but our team's also playing better. Dang. They read kind of both options I had, and I didn't really stand a chance there. 3rd and 12. Obviously don't want to give up anything here. We're going to run it. I tried to get it to the outside, couldn't do it. And that's 1 quarter in. Cooley has 62 yards in this game already? Jesus. Yeah, they want us to punt, and I'm actually going to. Go out of bounds, go out of bounds, go out of bounds. No! So close. Unfortunately, it's going to be a touchback. Let's use Potts, bring him down in the box. I mean, honestly, they'd be smart to just keep relying on the ground game. And, yeah, I mean, that'll explain to you why I said that. As they pick up how many yards right there? Well, we knew he was capable of doing that. He's already done that today. That one was the biggest run yet. Yeah, play action's not going to work when it takes that long, dude. I mean, they're doing nothing through the air, but everything on the ground. Jerry Passmore responsible for that sack. What are we going to do? I'm spamming X. We're going to get him down. He's going to pick up 11, though. That's a lot. Certainly don't want to see that again. We got Reggie Peterson right in the middle. Ooh, they pick up the first. I feel like they're starting to click, and I don't want to see it happen. We're not going to win on a 21-score game. Or, like, if we only score 21 for the whole game, we're not going to win on just that. I think this offense is too good. But, I mean, I guess we have plenty of opportunities to score too, right? So we just got to play all-around football. And, man, he takes a huge hit on the sack. Was it Reggie Peterson right there too? Jeez. I can't believe he took that hit.
Quarterback continues to drift to his left. No space to get through. Tackle for a loss for this defense.
Someone get the running back. 3rd and goal. Getting a stop here would be nice. Although, if I had to be honest, I don't think it's safe to assume that they don't go for it on 4th. They might still do that. You just can't run man coverage in these situations, is what I'm learning. They always run sticks, and man coverage just gets cooked. I've tried zone 2, and I feel like it doesn't really work either, though, to be fair. We're actually going to block the extra point. And Davis picks it up, doesn't fall down, and we're going to get 2 points back here as long as he doesn't... He ran out of stamina. I have to toss it. We were going to get caught down. Dang it. I thought we were going to get 2 points out of it. No, we don't. Good blocked kick, though. Which means we're still up 15. Which, to be fair, 15 is more than 14. So we'll always take that. Jackson's not going to get anything on the return. All right, if you're Liberty, you can't worry about the missed extra point. You just have to stop us on offense again. They did it once. They have to do it again. I kind of want to just pound the football right down the middle of their defense. We're going to get the first there. Run halfback dive this time. I mean, I want them to really start to have to commit on the run in order just to stop it. We pick up 5 with K-John Owens.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football.
We're going to cut it back inside and cook the linebacker. He wasn't expecting it. Can we just only run it? We're going to run an RPO here, and I think I'll probably throw this. I made the worst read possible. I'm going to run it again. Slant swing. We're going to run it again. Yeah, I think you just have to throw it instantly if you're going to run that. I tried maybe trying to see if I could do something else with it. Didn't really work. We're going to run the screen. All of a sudden, their pulse meter's popping off too. Oh my god, Owens! Jukes between 3 man! Spins out another one! What a play from K-John Owens! Oh my gosh. Look at this run. Or this spin, rather. We get the ball out just barely. 55 makes a perfect block. We are in between 3 defenders, and number 14's just in the right spot to pick up the 1 block, but that juke was nasty. Breaks the tackle halfway through it. Spins out number 16. What a play from our star running back. I mean, if we're having players do that at 80 overall, I can't wait to have players that are better. That's sick. And Owens gets perfect blocking. Absolutely fantastic job by our O-line and the wide receivers blocking. And he makes a house call. K-John, whatever it's pronounced, Owens kills it for us on that one. And we're going to kick the extra point right through the uprights. 8 plays, 80 yards. About 2 minutes on that drive. Of course, there's no accelerated clock, which is why these games take so long. But I have so much fun with it. Oh my goodness, I got juked out badly. Alright. I might go down to 5 minutes, I don't know. I'm thinking about it, because these games do take a while. Oh my lord, what a hit. Yeah, I am thinking about reducing the amount of time these games are just by a minute each quarter. It's set to 5 minutes automatically. I changed it to 6. But with no accelerated clock, these games last a while, man. Alright, Liberty's trying to make a... I don't know what the term would be. A comeback? And their QB panics. I think it's Slater, right? Is their QB's name? He panics, scrambles, and he gets sacked. Giovanni Davis responsible for that sack. And you can't really run the football when you're worried about the clock. You know what I mean? Yeah, I wanted to go crack him. Unfortunately, scrambles enough to get some yards back and then slide. Yeah, this is just a weird spot for them. They're way better on the ground so far in this game. But, like, Cole Gustafson does get hurt on that play, unfortunately. But another sack for Giovanni Davis. I don't know what you do if you're them. I mean, you have to run it, but you're down 22. Can you really afford to, like, take that much time? Jackson gonna get some yardage there. And after a very successful job running it last drive, I think with just over a minute, maybe we try airing it out some. Oh man, he got laid out.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender?
We'll do heavy ankle spat, I guess. I don't know. It didn't say it was adjusting his overall on that screen, so.
After the incompletion, they go back up top. He's going for the big play.
We're gonna chuck it down the field. Maybe not the best decision, admittedly. But that's okay. 3rd and 10. This is maybe worst case scenario if we just give them the ball back after 3 straight incompletions. And I'm going to scramble, and Jenkins is going to stay up, go out of bounds. I don't know how he did that. He somehow stayed up. And we pick up a first on a pretty, not maybe the most important 3rd down, but a pretty big one. All right. We're getting close to field goal range. And field goal range makes it another possession. He was wide. It was just, I took a little too long to throw it. Okay. I don't know where to go with it. I kind of panicked. That's okay. 54 yards. I think I have about as good of a chance of making that as I have a good as chance of making that as, I don't know, probably winning the lottery. No. We're going to throw it to Owens out of the backfield. Really good play. It worked out. There might be a holding. Indeed there is. And, well, that pretty much seals fate, as we're going to obviously punt now. Perfect punt. Well, I mean, like, the meter might not have been perfect. Or where I punted it might have not been perfect. But the meter was, so they're going to knee it. That's going to be the end of the first half. We are up 22. I guess I have to click a button here. We're up 22. And Liberty's undefeated record in pretty rough jeopardy here, I would say. I wouldn't feel very confident being down 3 touchdowns. Okay, John Owens, 84 rushing yards on 10 attempts with 2 touchdowns. The junior is having a career game. And I plan on keep giving him the ball. I mean, that was just beautiful blocking on that play. I remember that vividly. That was awesome. And pick 6 from Mastis was crazy. I mean, he's been so good for us. We don't say his name as much as maybe some of the other players, but he's been so good. They're going to return it, trying to turn this kick return into something. They need a spark more than anything, and maybe a kick return is how they get it, you know? So, we're going to use EAT here. And that RPO is not going to work. Better than their last one they ran, as that was indeed what Mastis got his 80-yard pick 6 on. But I don't know why they're not running it. You have to run it here. Your running back's been way better. That time I read it like a book. You can't do nothing about that if you're them. But, I mean, still on 3rd and 13, they might have a better chance of just running this for first. I'm going to cover this route. We're going to play the ball, and Lamar Duval with the interception. And that's not going to work for them, as they throw a pick pretty much immediately. We're going to true clock now. We want this game to wrap up. I could run the clock up. I don't really see the benefit. Joseph, not going to have too much room to run there, but not necessarily a bad run. 2 yards is fine. Okay, John Owens back on the field for this play. And he's going to pick up over 10 on that one. His yards on average is still phenomenal.
FIU mounting a threat in the red zone. On the option.
Someone was reading it, but we still picked up 3 because he didn't jump it. If he jumped it, that was devastating.
Down at 2nd and 7. They've softened them up with a run. Now
We're going to throw it to our tight end. He's wide open. Lay the shoulder pads down. Nope, not that. He got cracked. We'll take it. Maybe run another speed option here. Who says no? And Owens with his 3rd rushing touchdown. That was a sketchy toss, but, you know, if it works, it works. K. John with his 3rd rushing touchdown of the game. Very good job by him today. This has been a bounce-back game. That seems to be what our team does. We lose a game that maybe we shouldn't, and then we have a bounce-back game. We did start out 0-2, and since then, barring an unfathomable comeback here, it looks like we're going to be 3-1 since then, or excuse me, 3-2 since then. Oh wait, no, we'd be 3-1. Yeah. I'm not crazy. You are. Oh my lord, that was a hit.
Small game, I know, but again, the defense knows.
We're gonna use Evans this time.
He's willing to run the football, not just
Load more players in the box.
make him honor the run game. You gotta do
We need players to react better, and Peterson didn't on that play. I mean, I told you they have a better odds. They have better odds running with Cooley than they do passing the football, and that just kind of proves my point. That was an insane run. There's not much we can do. He's just a significantly better player than anyone we have, and I got right in the backfield, big hit him, and he broke it. That wasn't even Cooley either. Yeah, I mean, he's just so much more athletically talented than pretty much anyone we have. That's all they have to do. I'm going to try and just safe tackle. Doesn't get anything on that gain. Cooley back on the field. Scary sight, if you ask me. 3rd and 13. Probably are going to pass it when they should just hand it off, I'm telling you. And Massis breaks up the pass. Good job. Scared me for a second. Wasn't sure he was going to. They are going to just punt it. Out of bounds. Very good punt, though. Inside the 10, it looks like. At the 7. And now...
Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at
we step up and throw it to Fournette, and he's going to get a big gain. I was going to scramble, but then I saw him open. I was like, I'm going to give it a shot, and it worked. Jenkins does have some slight wear and tear, so I don't really want him taking any more hits. Got to keep that in mind. Oh, I juked when I didn't have to. I didn't know if the guy was going to pick up the block. That could have been a huge gain for Owens. He does go over 100 on that play, though. We're going to have to snap it one more time before the end of half. And oh my goodness, dude. Owens is playing out of his mind. And we can just watch that clock tick out.
Man, this offense would really like to lean on this guy in the 4th quarter, right? They've got
And we're up 29 going into the 4th quarter. Liberty probably isn't going to be on this list anymore. I'm going to be honest. Can't imagine they're going to crack the top 25 now that FIU has kind of dominated them. Could you imagine if they managed to mount a comeback in the last quarter? I'd be speechless.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. He'll run it again.
We're going to run it with Lawrence. Picks up 3. And we're just going to keep running it. I'm thinking about audibling, but we're not. We're just going to run it up the middle. I think we can still get this.
They'll try to run for it.
And Lawrence goes to the right, then cuts back left. And, yeah, I mean, that'll get it done. Is our running back hurt? Because Owens has not touched the field, so he might have gotten hurt. which is a shame. He was having such a good game.
They've got so much balance. That's what makes them so hard to stop.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come
Patterson.
back 2nd and 7. He'll pull it on the read. Gotta protect
Our backup QB's in? Oh, we just have our backups in. I was like, what is happening? I wasn't paying that much attention. I didn't realize everyone was a backup.
And when you do that, you just sort of
Yeah, I
get
just want to go to
the
halfback
drive
dive here.
going or keep it going, as the case may be.
Just 2 clock. That's cool. I like how auto subs and backups when you don't want to get your starters injured. That's actually so nice. I wonder if you can turn it off, though. Like, if I had a player that was, like, about to hit, like, record yardage or something, I'd probably want to keep him in this situation. I guess you could always sub him back in, though, to be fair. I mean, we are just killing the clock on this drive.
Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone.
We're going to run slants here. Beers, the tight end, gets a touchdown somehow. Manages to fight his way through 3 defenders into the end zone. And Peary with another passing play in his collegiate career. And that one's going to result in a touchdown. He's going to be able to, if he, as long as Jenkins doesn't get hurt, Peary is going to be able to look back on his collegiate days and be like, yeah, I never threw an incompletion. 50% of my passes were touchdowns. Like, and it's all true, technically. They tried giving it to Cooley in space, and Salter is his name. Threw it too late there. They're still having a great season. They shouldn't let this one game, like, you know, affect their confidence too much, but I will say, you know, they are not looking great in this one. Hayden Salter, is that what I saw?
I'm going to do the best I can to try to flush this down the toilet, not remember it, forget it, move on for the next game. Maybe something right here I can create positive.
How was that out of reach? Our boy was right there. Couldn't get it. It looks like our starting... No, maybe not. I was going to say our starting defense, but it's just EAT that's the starter. And Christian knocks out the football that time. Pretty... I mean, not a pretty good game. A very good game for us coming back from a terrible loss. And 2 of our... Okay, well... That's unfortunate. 2 out of our 3 wins this season will be against ranked teams at the time we beat them. That's pretty noteworthy. I mean, we're far from being like a top 25 team, right? Like, I'm not saying we are. But it's kind of interesting that we perform some of our best when we're playing some of the toughest competition. And, I mean, ever since that first 2-play drive, Liberty just was not able to get back in it. We're just going to let that go out the back of the end zone. No, we're not. He jumped up and caught it. Didn't know they could do that. Okay. What a return. Just rubbing salt in the wound there. I didn't think he wanted his playing time, to be fair. He knows he's a backup. He's like, Coach, I'm returning this. And you know what? I respect it, actually. I like the effort. He got it to the 37 there. And, I mean, we're just going to run the football one more time, and this will be the game.
No doubt. They're going to love watching this game film, too. There's just so many positives to take away.
Patterson going to pick up one last first down for us. And that is it. FIU taking down the 22-ranked Liberty, undefeated in their season thus far. And that's pretty nice. That's pretty nice. 42-13 is quite the game. Massis had a pick 6. A bunch of just good plays for us. Let's look at the stats real quick. Player stats. Salter had an okay game, but not great. I mean, he had a pretty bad game, didn't he?
that's why they came out and pulled the
2
upset.
touchdowns, 2 picks.
Absolutely, David. I mean, that's
Wasn't good, we'll say that. Jenkins, on the other hand, only threw for 1 touchdown, had under 200 yards, but he didn't have to throw it a lot. I mean, we had 2 passing touchdowns because Peary came in for one of them. But 66% completion percentage, over 200 QBR, that's pretty good. Rushing, Cooley... What? Cooley's not on our team. There it is. Owens, over 100 yards, 7.7 per carry, 3 touchdowns, 3 broken tackles. Lawrence came in as a backup and played really well. Jenkins didn't really do great on the ground this game, but that's okay. Just really good from Lawrence and especially Owens. I keep hitting L2 instead of R2. Receiving, our tight end had 3 very good receptions. One of them was actually crazy. 57 yards for Fournette. 1 touchdown for our backup tight end Beers, and 1 touchdown for Rivers. That's always a stat line. It's like 1 or 2 catches for a touchdown. The junior capitalizes on his catches. I will say that much. On the defensive side of things, total tackles, not a lot. Just really well spread. Tackles for loss, Peterson and Passmore had 3. Each of them also had a sack, while Davis had 2 interceptions. Duval had 1. Mastis had an 83-yard pick 6. And even had a pass deflected as well. And no forced fumbles. Oh yeah, who blocked the punt? Mr. Clark, what a name. The freshman blocked a field goal. That was one very good game for hopefully what we can call a very good team. You know, we're getting there. It's a work in progress, okay? 544 experience. I have no idea if that's, you know, a lot. But yeah, so thank you for tuning into this episode. I hope you enjoyed, and I'm going to pretty much, well, I'm going to work out. I thought about taking pre-workout for the game. I'm glad I didn't, but I'm going to work out, and then I'll start recording the next one. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Tune into the next one. Adios.